Hold on to your butts. These are the Squashbuckler Diaries. Welcome back. My name is Guy Hasson, and you're listening to the Squashbuckler Diaries podcast, the podcast about Shelley, the amazing girl who lives in her father's dreams. Well, actually, she lives in dreams, but for now, she lives in her father's dreams. So that's the way it is in season 1. And the story is told by the Red Dragon. As you know, she really likes Joy, and she calls her dragon Little because she's kind of an honorary daughter for her, even though Joy is human and the Red Dragon is a dragon. And therefore she calls Justin Dragon Father. And Justin and Joy live on a pirate ship called Bonny's Revenge. It's a wooden flying pirate ship that sails the ocean, sails the air, and sails the currents of space, where you can breathe in Justin's dreams. So it's not actual space. And it's not actually a flying ship, it's a dream. So they have adventures each and every day, and we jump in time. Season 1, we cover ages 2 to 6. Season 2, we'll cover ages 6 to 9, and so on and so on. We'll eventually cover all her life from birth to death. And we jump around, because it's a slices of life for everyday life, but it's not day by day. So today we return, the Red Dragon tells these stories. She likes to share stuff about Joy and what an amazing kind of girl she is, and and why she loves her, and how she is special and unique, and also what is it like to live in the dream. And today she returns to put a little ending on a story she told a few days ago in a Squashbuckler Diaries podcast kind of sense. So let's listen. Episode 110. You're Not Angry at Me. Joy's age 2.5, told by the Red Dragon. A few days ago, I told you a story, and there was a little bit of it that I forgot to tell you. Remember the time that Dragon Little steered Bonny's Revenge? First, she fought Mary, who did not want to let her do it. Then, after Mary's death, she accidentally discovered there would be no one to stop her. Then she steered the ship and flew it upside down, then had to wait for Dragonfather to come and rescue her. Dragonfather would have died a few times had he not been a dreamer. But then he was able to maneuver himself into the ocean safely and rise up into the air behind the runaway ship on a jetpack that had just materialized on his back. He flew towards the ship, threw an angry look at the whimpering 2.5-year-old Dragon Little, who found safety in the upside-down mast, flying just above the seawater. Then he flew towards the wheel and slowly turned the ship around. He watched Dragon Little as he did so, making sure the turn was slow enough to allow her to slip on the sail closer and closer to the deck as the ship turned. The ship was upright once again, and Dragon Little stood on the deck behind her father. Dragonfather re-entered Bonny's Revenge into the ocean and slowed the ship to a halt on the soft waves. He turned around to face his daughter, his face furious. "Joy, I'm very, very angry at you," he said, clearly controlling his tone and anger. Dragon Little pointed her finger at him, and her face contorted like his. "You're not angry with me," she shouted at him. "I'm angry with you." He stopped in place, surprised, and smiled. "I'm not angry at you?" "No, I'm angry at you." Dragonfather started laughing. I'm sure he thought, just as I did at that moment, that his daughter was a very special little girl. Told by the Red Dragon. Hashtags Joy, Justin, learning to drive. I often tell you that the Squashbuckler Diaries and the Lost in Dreams books, and actually Joy, is based on my 3 daughters. The original idea, if you go back to listen to the first episodes, I told you about this. The original idea came when I had just 1 daughter, and I just felt such great love for her, and I created in an instant in instant of her pain, the story of a girl who lives in her father's dreams, and I created her entire life story, and it's a story about a girl and her dad, and the adventures they have, and it does go through her entire life. I don't want to say anything. Like, I know stuff that's gonna happen decades from now, for her. Decades from now for her. But the point is, another daughter came, and they're all special, and they're all great, and they're all super unique, and I put them all into Joy. And it's not that I'm just like Justin, even though I do laugh or want to laugh when my girls behave like that. I do like it when they rebel against me, even when I try to only say don't do stuff that's really harmful to them. Rebelling is great. But the point is that most of it, is an album of our lives together. When they grow up and are able to read this or listen to me narrate it, hello, they are going to remember their childhoods. And I certainly do when I read this. And this one is based on real life. One of them, when she does something bad and she's accused of it, or when someone's angry with her, or when anything, she turns it on the other side. You're not angry at me, I'm angry with you. That's it. Anyway, that's an album, that's real life. I have 3 actual real joys in my life, and hopefully the life will be much, much more simple and less crazy and dangerous and dramatic. I'll say dramatic than the life Joy is about to lead. But it allows us to explore who she is and learn who she is, and hopefully we will allow her to become a true heroine in her life. So, join us next time for an episode called The Nuclear Bomb. Yes, just cause there's a nuclear bomb. It's not a literal nuclear bomb, it's an actual nuclear bomb. And you know what? Just for fun, I'll read you the first line of the next episode. Dragon Little was 5 years old when she handled her first nuclear bomb. I will see you tomorrow, and now the credits. The Squashbuckler Diaries are written and read by me, Guy Hasson. All the tags mentioned in this story are searchable at the website. You can find all the stories there in written form and, in fact, 150 Squashbuckler Diaries more. The Squashbuckler Diaries is the diary of Joy Shelley, the girl who lives in dreams. She'll be called the Forgotten Girl by her father. She'll be a true heroine. She'll change the world. This project shows her entire life from birth to death. Check out the website at guyhasson.com. That's GUYHASSON.com. I've been an author and a playwright for more than 30 years, and this is the first time I've used the guyhasson.com website, because The Girl in the Dream is my life project. If you have questions, if you want to comment, please do. You can comment at the website or email me at guyhasson@gmail.com. That's GUYHASSON, GUYHASSON The theme music is called Brass Gentleman and is created by Thomas Howardek. My name is Guy Hasson, and this is my life project. Come back tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow for more. I'm not angry at you? No, I'm angry at you. True life.